King Jehoash, also called Joash. Jehu was anointed by God through Elisha when he was engaged in a meeting with his associates. Elisha's servant came with a flask of oil and ordained him to be the king of Israel as instructed by Elisha. Jehu, under the unction of God, killed all who remained in the house of Ahab, including the 70 sons in Samaria as foretold by prophet Elijah. When he killed Joram, also called Jehoram, the son of Ahab, he also killed Ahaziah the king of Judah. The king of Judah, Ahaziah, had come to visit Joram, who was recovering from the wounds inflicted by the Syrians who fought against him in a battle. Jehu along with Joram killed Ahaziah too. When Athaliah, the mother of Ahaziah, king of Judah, learned her son was dead, she got violent and prepared to destroy the rest of the royal heirs in Judah and rule over the land. On hearing this, Ahaziah's sister Jehosheba took Ahaziah's infant son, Joash, and hid him with his nurse in the bedroom to protect him. Joash remained hidden in the temple of the Lord for 6 years while Athaliah reigned. In the 7th year of Athaliah's reign, Jehoiada the priest summoned the commanders, the escorts, and the palace guards to come to the temple of the Lord. He showed them the king's son after making a covenant and made them swear an oath of loyalty there in the Lord's temple. Jehoiada the priest instructed the captains and guards to surround the king on all sides, to watch over the house of the Lord for the king, and provided them with weapons, to protect him whenever he went out and came in. So the commanders did everything as Jehoiada the priest ordered, and he supplied them with the spears and shields that had once belonged to King David and were stored in the temple of the Lord. The palace guards stationed themselves around the king, with their weapons ready. Then Jehoiada brought out Joash, the king's son, placed the crown on his head, and anointed him and proclaimed him king, and everyone clapped their hands and shouted, "Long live the king!" When Athaliah heard the noise made by the palace guards and the people, she hurried to the Lord's temple in curiosity. What she saw shook her as she saw the newly crowned king standing in his place of authority by the pillar, as was the custom at times of coronation. The commanders and trumpeters were surrounding him, and people from all over the land were rejoicing and blowing trumpets. When Athaliah saw all this, she tore her clothes in despair and shouted, "Treason! Treason!" Then Jehoiada the priest ordered the commanders who were in charge of the troops to seize her and kill her outside the temple of God. So they killed her, where the horses enter the palace grounds. Then Jehoiada made a covenant between the Lord, and the king, and the people, that they would be the Lord's people. He also made a covenant between the king and the people. And all the people of the land went over to the temple of Baal, pagan god, and tore it down. They demolished the altars and smashed the idols to pieces, and they killed Mattan the priest of Baal in front of the altars. Jehoiada the priest stationed guards at the temple of the Lord. Then the commanders with the guards, and all the people of the land escorted the king from the temple of the Lord. The king took his seat on the royal throne. So all the people of the land rejoiced, and the city was peaceful because Athaliah had been killed at the king's palace. Joash was 7 years old when he became king.